We all go a little mad sometimes. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah, no, we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you all.
Ow. 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 My Cardi B voice.
Yeah, baby! We're here!
Hey,
Girls, I missed you guys.
I miss you. I miss all of you.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2018 The Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. It's the first show of the year, and we are here. I'm your host, Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian, and I can't do it without my girls.
What's up, y'all? My name is Drew Jones, and you can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
What's up, party people? I'm Erika Edwards, and you can follow me everywhere at Erika D. Edwards, and that's Erika with the K.
What's up? I'm V Brown, and you can follow me on Twitter at Miss Convo Piece.
Yes, honey.
Yes.
Do the follow. Give us a thumbs up now. Just get it over with. You know you're going to have a good time, some free content, and we're going to talk about all your favorite Housewives moment. And it's 2018. We got some new taglines for ourselves.
Yes.
Because we're getting our own peaches. We're getting our own
I'm
peaches.
sitting on some peaches.
Hey.
Two of them.
Ow.
So my tagline is, keep your enemies close and the rosé closer.
Ooh. All right.
I love a nice
see
glass.
that. And I raise you, don't let this tan fool you. I'm always in the shade.
Ooh!
Lovely, lovely. Well, you know, I might do comedy, but I'm no joke.
No, she's not.
Okay.
No, she's not.
Okay, and I may be I'm more than a dime piece. I'm a conversation piece. Okay.
Yes.
They let us on vacation too long. We don't know how to act.
We have been waiting to come back. It's
Okay.
been a fabulous holiday and New
Yes.
Year, but
Yes,
we're
yes,
excited to
yes.
get back and get right into it. And we start with Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore talking about a PSA and really getting involved in something that stuck out right immediately at the front of the episode. Kenya getting stabbed?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God, I can't believe that.
I've
I
never
was
heard her talk
so
about this.
surprised and shocked, but I was like, oh, thank God this is not a whole thing about Matt again. So I was like, all right, you know, she had some other experiences outside of crazy breaking windows Matt. So that is unfortunate and actually really sad.
Yeah,
But
super sad.
do you think that experience could have brought her to someone like Matt? Because you know when you're so young,
I was kind of
you know what I mean?
wondering
Yeah.
about that. I was like, oh, did she, you know,
Yeah.
has she
hold
had
on
other
to that hurt,
experiences?
you
Yeah.
know?
That's
exactly.
crazy. I mean, she was stabbed. I mean,
She almost died.
well, oh.
You think she's being too
Well,
dramatic?
I don't want to go there because I never like to downplay anybody's story like that. I mean, everybody has their own thing, and I never want to downplay anybody like that. So that's a serious subject, so I'm just going to take it for what it is. Sheree comes in looking blonde, looking
That
like
was-
Storm.
that
That
Mess.
wig
It's
was
a mess.
garbage.
I know that this
Oh
is a
my
more
God.
serious episode, but that wig was a travesty.
all wrong. It was all wrong.
It was pretty bad.
And I love Sheree.
I
but-
mean, I'll get a wig at my local, you know, beauty supply store. I've ordered wigs offline, but no.
That looked like the Halloween wig.
that looked like
Yeah.
we were at Comic-Con and she was in
That looked-
Storm.
Yeah, that was like bad
cosplay.
synthetic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Party City, $9.99.
Well, they brought up Kim
No lace
Zolciak,
front.
and they did a little shot away of her old weave. Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not cute
And
either.
didn't she try
Yeah.
to sell weaves at one point? Like,
yeah, she sells wigs. I think.
I
Oh,
think
she
she
still
does.
does?
Well, I
Oh.
think she might have stepped her wig game up.
Eric
Yeah.
and I both take a drink.
Everyone's
I
stepping
know.
it up.
Yes.
I'll take a little drink too.
But at least Kenya was trying to do something positive. I will look on the bright side
Yeah.
of that
No.
and tell her story and help, others with that.
Great message. I
Yeah.
thought it was a great idea. You know, Sheree wanting to be involved, trying to be a producer, trying to get behind the scenes. I didn't like her approach into the conversation, but I could see how you'd want to go behind the scenes and kind of learn everything.
Yeah,
because
but how you want to kind of learn something, but you don't want to be an intern, but you don't know anything.
Yeah.
That part, I
Exactly.
was like, you know nothing, so yeah, that would make
Yeah.
you the intern.
You should be an
with your
intern.
crazy blonde wig. That would
actually,
make you an
you know
intern.
what you do when you come to Hollywood? You run coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure do.
You run coffee, you get food, you barricade and keep the extras away. Like, you're not doing fancy work, so you got to start from the bottom.
Yeah, and I think with situations like that, you have to be very careful about your intention versus like, I understand wanting to be able to get your story out, but to center yourself, like, she was borderline like centering herself more than like trying to push
Everyone
the
else's
situation.
story.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about the title, and I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
girl.
But you know, I understand. I think she had like pure intent, but you just kind of gotta check yourself in situations.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
like
think
that.
she had pure intent, but she just had a. And she's had this ego for a while because
Yeah.
remember when Cairo was modeling, you know what I'm saying? She's always had this over the top, like, okay, girl, check yourself.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's
Always,
how
yeah.
the thing is. It's like you know nothing.
Humble
you don't even
yourself.
know exactly. You don't even know what did you want to do. You just want to be behind the scenes. So it's like, well, yeah, you come up with a title for yourself.
Come
Yeah.
up with your own PSA. How about that?
But you know, they had to have some type of drama for this episode because low key, this episode was kind of a filler episode.
I don't know. Like I know we talked about it earlier, but I actually laughed a lot during the episode.
I laughed a lot, but
We'll
I
get
guess-
into it.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
get
get
into
into it. We'll
Yeah.
get into it.
Marlo and Nene looking fabulous, little fashion queens.
Oh,
yes.
I love that
Marlo.
dress. I love those Jimmy Choos. And I'm really, you know, I swear I haven't been this big of a Marlo fan, but this season,
This
she is
season, Marlo
Give her
is
her
like,
peach.
giving it
Marlo
to
is
you.
like, I am
Peach.
tired of sleeping with old white men, so
my God.
I'm gonna get on a show.
I want that on
That's
a
what
shirt.
I'm
Oh my
gonna do.
god, I'm so Marlo. I've slept with so many old white men.
Exactly.
Can't relate.
God.
Exactly.
We fashion queens, honey. So, Noelle is all up in Cynthia's business, and I can say she is very happy living in the Cynthia Lake Bailey house.
Yes.
I mean, well,
Hanging out with her mom and getting involved in the conversation, doing spin class. Noelle's, she's going up.
I love Noelle and Cynthia's relationship. I think it's so like
Cute.
Black Gilmore Girls. So
Yeah.
much.
Yes,
So
it's,
cute.
it's very cute. Although I do want Noelle to figure, like, what is she doing with her future? Is she going to
Yeah.
college? Where's she going with this?
I think
What-
She's
I
kicking
think
it
she's
right
going.
now.
I think she's
Okay.
going. Yeah, she's just like.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
came home all those. I feel like when you go off to college is when you appreciate your parents. I literally would come home all the time. My parents were like, "Why are you here?"
Well, yeah, because she was supposed to go to Charlotte with that guy. Now she's not going. So now what is she doing? That's
Yeah.
the part I'm like.
I don't know.
But I'm glad to see her. She's great. I love her. But I'm like, okay, stay focused, boo.
yeah,
But
stay focused because you're young and it's really, really easy to get off track. Really easily.
I
Yes.
do love that
Trust
she
me, we
thinks
all know.
she knows things. Like, do you remember being like 18, just like you're like, oh, I'm an adult now, so let me get up in grown folk business. Like,
Right.
let me converse with you like we're equals.
Yeah,
Like,
she's still
yeah.
there.
Cynthia
like,
allows it though.
yeah.
She allows it, but we also see like she's coming from a place that's juvenile, and you know what I mean. It's not fully established that we're gonna take that opinion full heartedly.
Right. Although for some reason Noelle actually sometimes comes off more grounded than Cynthia. Like
Totally.
Cynthia's a little, I'm not gonna say dingy, but she's a little like, you know, I don't know. Noelle kind of brings her back to earth. Like, come on, mom.
She probably
So-
gets that from her dad.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think that she's gonna make it to meet the new guy?
Hopefully, I mean, he called back. We're all very happy that Will called back after
Yeah,
the candy
after
interrogation.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
It was rough.
rough.
That boat scene was good, though. You know
I
what?
think, I think Will's
somebody
gonna
like
hang in
that.
there for a while because
Yeah.
you know everybody needs good exposure in Atlanta.
Thank you.
You need friends. I will say you need a friend like Candy. Everyone needs a friend like Candy who's gonna make sure, like,
And
you
Kennedy
know.
is all about no new friends, so she's
Yeah.
gonna, she's gonna
Right.
check you.
yeah,
Right,
she's gonna
that's
make
true.
sure. But how do y'all feel about that? Like, you know, Noelle. I think it's cool that Noelle's meeting because she's like.
I think it's a
Grown.
little too early to talk about meeting anybody.
Well, I would think maybe if she was younger, but since she's more like she's what 18, 19.
She's 17.
She could interrogate
17?
him too. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's too weird because I feel like she's older. If she was younger, I'd be like, okay,
I mean,
chill on the timing.
It's in between because I think when you have that teenage daughter, like Cynthia looks great, and her, you know, like you know,
yeah, her
your
boobs.
teenage,
So good.
your
Did she have
teenage
surgery?
daughter
Yeah.
kind of prompting
She
around
got
in
it
her
fixed.
little outfits and stuff. I don't know. You have to figure out where your relationship
She's a
is.
little, I think she's
well, they're all
already.
about the flowy dresses in Atlanta. So
Yeah.
can we get a little caftan flowy dress over here, please?
yeah.
The Hamptons Tea Party. So everybody's talking about it, but before we go all up in there, the old lady gang is back.
Old lady gang,
Old
gang,
lady gang
gang.
is back, and they're trying to shake up the restaurant business and really get it going. They had a little meeting about the aesthetics of the restaurant and about the employees, and we found out that it is a truly family-run business, which sometimes can be a double-edged sword. We all know about that because family can get involved and mess everything up. But you know what? I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them because Candy clearly stated, you know, these women can cook and they have experience and they've done this for a long time. So I'm glad that they're getting it together, getting a new GM. What did you guys think about that?
I don't understand why they aren't the one doing the hiring.
Because, boo, they got too much going on. You got
Old
the candy
ladies?
factory. No.
I'm talking about the old ladies.
They're too, well, they're old
They have the
ladies.
experience. They know what they're looking for. They want people that dress professionally.
No. I get all that, but that's all. That's about it. They're not going to go work there.
No, I'm saying they should be the one doing the hiring process.
I do agree with that. Actually, me and Erika looked at each other at that very last scene. We'll get there. We'll talk about Aaron Bugs.
I know, right? I thought, actually, I think this is like the most calm I've seen Mama Joyce.
Totally.
Right?
Like, you know what? I was like, oh, she doesn't really seem to be snapping off. And I thought they were going to come out real crazy. And, you know,
And they all hug Todd.
Thank you. They all want to talk out of the side of their neck half the time. But they were actually really peaceful. They had good points about,
advice,
about the
yeah.
employees.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, okay. They're kind of,
Yeah.
and I mean, to some extent, I get that it's like in their honor, but part of it is they don't actually pay the bills.
Thank you.
So, you know, but I do feel like the criticism that they brought was actually really constructive and really helpful.
Totally agree.
Which, you know, they don't always do that. So I was kind of surprised with them because I just thought Mama Joyce was going to have some good zingers in there like she usually does. But I'm happy to finally see her. This
It
is our
took her
first
a while to
time.
get it out. It took a while to get those out.
Exactly.
Even at the end, one of the old ladies was like,
We're going to be here all night.
yeah.
Yes.
Just spit it out. Spit it out.
Yeah, so it's nice because this is our first. Is this the first time we've seen her? I don't even remember seeing Mama Joyce yet.
No, this
so.
is probably the first time we've seen her this season.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
This is it.
And
So it's
especially
kind
with
of nice.
the OLG together.
Oh, Lady Gang.
So that was nice.
So we take a. Oh wait, what were you
Oh,
saying?
I was gonna say I do feel for Candy though, talking about like there are certain older women in your family that no matter how grown you become,
Totally.
you listen to them. I have aunties and my grandma and my mama for sure. I will be 50, and if my mama says something, I'll be like, yes, ma'am.
Because
Yeah,
you're raised
you have
right.
to.
You're raised right. We like that.
Right.
We like that. I ain't mad at that.
That's the Southern Belle, right?
Yeah,
there.
that's why I didn't even mention it. Because Candy, I mean, you ain't doing no wrong. Listen to your mama. Listen to your aunties. We
They
all
won't say
know.
no
We got a
wrong.
base at home that runs our lives. I know. I don't know about you guys. My daddy runs things.
Speak on it.
So Atlanta took a little break, and there was a commercial break, and we noticed in the commercial break there's a commercial with Kenya and Cynthia working out.
So cute.
It was
cute.
so good.
Oh
It
my
looks so
God.
good. I kind of wish like the people that did their makeup for the commercial would also do their makeup for the show.
Oh,
They
because
look
they looked
really
really good. They looked amazing. The weaves were on point. Everything. Kenya's skin looked the bomb because she was having a few. As a sister with some skin issues, she was having a few issues this episode. I'm not even
At the
gonna lie.
commercial.
At the
like-
commercial, she
Yeah, it
looked
was-
great, but
yeah.
when
No,
what's
but they were like doing her makeup at the
Yeah.
commercial. Like her eyebrows are green. I'm not sure if that's the coloring of our TV.
I don't
but-
know. It was weird.
It was weird.
But you know what? Cynthia actually has better acting chops, I think.
Thank you.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
At
Kenya
least in
was
that
a
commercial
little
for sure.
Over the top. It's called realistic, baby. I mean, take your own advice. Like when you
Exactly.
were on set, you were like, do it like you're talking to one of your sisters. Like now, I'm talking to you guys at home. So we're not, on TV. We don't need to be like so over. I mean, we're not on film. We don't need to be so over the top. We're not on stage. We're not
Yeah.
shooting for the back wall. They could see us.
But that guy trainer in the commercial,
Oh.
you guys, I have to replay that. Without he
I
had
could see
some
him.
moves.
What's up?
Yeah.
If you're watching, follow me on Twitter.
Exactly,
Right.
Slide in the
exactly.
DMs.
Because you
Follow
were
us
making
all.
making us sweat up in here.
Everybody looks
I'm
fat
hot,
in that
I'm hot,
commercial.
I'm hot.
Yes.
So we go right back into the show, and Portia and Ricky smiling, have a little flirtation
What
session.
is going on there?
I'm
Smelling
here
each
for
other's
it.
necks.
I know.
I'm not really. Ricky's too old for her. Portia has other options, I think. Yeah.
I agree with you, but that chemistry, I felt it.
I like it.
When they
I
were
guess
wrong
I'm
with
the
an
each
older
other.
man.
I guess I'm the odd man out. I was like, yes.
I need someone to sniff my neck. Sniff
Yes.
it, baby.
Yes.
Do I smell
Smelly,
good?
smelly.
I do,
yeah,
don't
I don't
I?
know. I mean, I like Ricky Smiley. He's a funny comedian and everything, but yeah.
I don't
Do you
know
think
him
it
like
would-
that. I don't
I-
watch the show like
I
that.
like him. I think the reason I like it is because I think Portia needs someone who's gonna kind of call her out, but in a right way. And I think someone
Yeah.
like Ricky Smiley, who's goofy and
Not
can
the
like kind
Cordell
of
way.
roast her a little.
Yeah.
Like I think, and the chemistry, like I don't know. I
I
think,
feel like
they
she
do.
respects him too.
I think
exactly.
everything
Yeah.
that she listed, it was kind of like a description of Ricky.
Well, I felt
She's
like
like-
she did that on purpose, and it was just too out there. Yeah, I want somebody who can make me laugh, Ricky. Okay.
She shot
And
her
he's
shot.
cute.
Ricky was
You
like,
know?
well, if you didn't work here.
yeah.
I mean, do you think it would be a bad idea to work in...
Well, I mean,
They're
we've
on the same
all
show.
done it. We've all done it at the workplace, and it just never ends up good. So I just,
Exactly.
just keep it a little
Especially when,
profesh.
yeah.
Keep it profesh. Just wait till the gig is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Every gig ends.
Get your own show.
So true. So true.
So we talk about, again, Marlo. I mean, she should just get the Best Friend Award. I mean, holding people's buns and then telling you got a booger in your nose. I mean, we all need friends like that. I hate when you're talking, you have something in your teeth, you got something in your nose, and no one's saying anything about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
But we got a little booger right here. You got a little booger.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, especially on
I got
camera. You
you.
gotta tell me.
Exactly.
I got
Yeah.
you. But I'll do it discreetly so I don't embarrass you.
Because Marlo has a point. It's hard looking at that thing the whole conversation. That's the worst.
Yeah, no. Oh my
The
God.
worst of the worst. So
worst.
now.
Marlo's cracking me up. Y'all are some awful house guys. Well, Candy comes over and hangs out with a ponytail, and she spills the tea with Sheree, letting her know Nini's been talking about you, and she said your boo is a con artist.
She was messy for that. She should not have spilled the beans, I don't think.
Kind of, but I'm confused because he's in prison, so he did break the law.
The shoe
So, like,
does
what
kinda
difference
fit.
does it make? You know what I mean? Like, he did something. Like, who cares, really?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh, he's a murderer or a rapist or whatever. It's like, oh, yeah, he either stole or he lied,
Yeah.
or he stole and he lied. So, yeah, I don't see why it's that much
And
of a
Portia's
deal.
sorry, or Sheree sorry, not all of us have mugshots, okay?
Yeah.
Some of us are
No.
just that good. We don't get caught.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
Nothing.
Candy was being messy, but I kind of feel like, okay, you know, this is.
Yeah.
But she is
A
a supportive
non-Melissa.
friend, I will say
It
that.
happens. It happens. I just like Marlo. She's been such a good friend lately, holding people's buns and calling people out and trying to bring people together. The Hamptons Tea Party.
She is so fab in her house.
That dress.
Oh my gosh.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh! I don't know how many,
Tata's out.
how many white men she had to sleep with for that house, but she's doing good.
She did a good job.
She
I
did
love
a
that
good
accent
job.
wall.
Yes.
I was really liking the spread. It was very British. Lots of famous sandwiches.
Tea at the Hamptons, and I kept looking like, is there one more Hampton? Because
Well, I was really interested in what kind of tea they were drinking because I looked in the cup and it
It was like
red.
bright red. I know. I
I
was
thought
like,
it was like a berry tea.
I was like, is it
vodka,
hibiscus?
Cranberry, of course.
I thought the same thing. I was like, this is hibiscus.
I
What
know.
is this?
Is this hibiscus raspberry?
Right, exactly.
It's so
That's what
good.
I
To-
thought.
to
Raspberry
be able-
zinger.
To bring Nene and Portia
been drinking
together,
sleepy
she
time
knew.
tea.
Yes,
She
you
knew
know
it was
it.
gonna take some hard liquor. I'm sorry. She
Erika,
knew.
you know about that celestial seasonings, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I
that your
love
favorite
me that
tea?
red zinger tea is
Red
really
zinger is the good tea. I don't care what y'all say.
So we were thinking it was the red zinger tea, but it wasn't. It was cranberry vodka, which we all do love too. I actually like a little soda vodka and a splash of cranberries.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
Splash, a little splash of pineapple too. Well, so we go into the Hamptons Tea Party, which is not in the Hamptons. It's in Atlanta. It's Marlo Hampton's house.
Right.
And she's having a little get together because she really wants to bring Portia and Nene together. So she sent out a tweet, which wasn't even an iMessage, which proves she has an Android.
She cannot have an
Come on,
Android.
girl. You own
Yay,
that
whatever.
house.
I am team Android all day, every day.
See, y'all, we don't always have the same point of view, which is good.
You can't be bougie with the Android. I don't think.
Whatever. You random people out the street are not going to be FaceTiming me. I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like when that little blue bubble pops up. I like to see what you're typing. What is
Yeah.
it gonna say? Well, anyways, they all get there and they roll up in their beautiful cars. Nini's the last one to roll up in her Rolls Royce.
Yes.
The faces, I was dying at the faces.
Can I say that?
She came in cordial though.
Yeah.
She gave her a hug.
She gave me cordial. She was really open.
Yeah, I did not like that bob wig at all. I
No,
know Marlo was like, nice wig. I was like, no, don't lie to your friend like that.
The straight
'Cause-
one, the straight
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah, the straight blonde. I didn't like
was
that
pink.
on Nene.
It was like
it was
a-
like pink and
I
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah.
I wasn't mad at it.
Did
I didn't
anyone
like
catch
it.
the nickname Cynthia gave herself though? Because that had me dead.
Uh,
'Cause her-
50
50
cent instead of 50 cent. Yeah.
I was like,
Cynthia
where's
shit.
that
Those
from?
tatas look good.
She loves being 50, man. Like she's gonna talk about being 50 till the day.
She's
Those-
52.
Yeah.
Boobs
Basically.
look amazing.
They did. They did. They look well lifted.
They've
look
been
very-
looking good with the red dress and the confessional girl.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, yes.
Titties, bam.
I need to take notes. I don't know.
So we actually start the little Hamptons Tea Party and everyone's drinking and talking and, Marlo's like, what happened in San Francisco, y'all? It was awful. Let's talk about it. So Portia's approach.
Yeah, nothing was resolved. Portia, she didn't apologize. I think that's all Nene wants.
Well, with
Accountability.
Nene is you have to approach it a certain way. If it doesn't go that way, she's gonna immediately shut down. We've been watching this show forever. If you don't come at Nene the way she wants you to come at her exactly, forget about it. She shuts down. She was looking at her phone, rolling her eyes, giving me, I don't give a, I don't.
The
with
death
you,
stare.
I don't know. I feel like she could have been a little bit more open. I know Portia's not going to say exactly what you want, but tell her. Take some accountability and everything will go away.
Yeah. I love Nene, don't get me wrong. But the thing that drives me crazy about Nene is that she really, like, in her mind, is never wrong, and she can never meet anyone halfway. Which in any healthy relationship, you have to meet people halfway. Like, you have to, like, like, it's a give and take. Like, at some points you have to meet them, some points they have to meet you. But she's never willing to meet people where they are. And if this girl meant as much to you as you're saying she does, I would just think there's a little bit more. I'm not, like, siding with Portia, because I think Portia's full of it
talking
most
about
of the time.
tweets, Portia, shut up.
Yeah. But with Nene, it's just like, if you're this older, wiser, she's your little sister, I would feel like you would try to be navigating the situation and trying to, like, you know, be the bigger person that you claim to be. And she just is eye rolling, blah, blah. And it's like, are you...
Well, I was kind of getting tired of Portia, to be honest.
too.
Portia, like, went on a, like, 10-minute rant.
About
And she
something
even
that's
came
important.
in, like, well, I just want to get off my chest what I feel. No, you're supposed to be trying to work things out with her. We already heard how you felt every episode, every week. So, you know, oh, Nene did this, whatever. And I think, to some extent, I was kind of like Nene, too. Like, please, shut up. Like, are you here to compromise with me, or are you here to rehash all the things that you think I've done wrong to you?
But Portia was wrong, though. Like, the whole situation was Portia. I don't see where Nene was wrong. Why does she have to meet her halfway?
I think Nene got into a situation that didn't... I'm not saying Portia was wrong with what she did with Candy. Absolutely 100%. Nene got into a situation that didn't involve her, and...
She didn't have a choice, though. She was asked a question. She's on a show. They asked her a question. She's not getting involved. I see both sides, but I could see why Nene's done.
Right.
Because what Erika said, like, it's trivial at this point to talk about how you feel and about how you tweeted me. Like, really?
Yeah.
You want to talk about how you tweeted me? And you tweeted people to come to my Broadway show? Girl, please.
Right, that doesn't make you my friend. And
Thank you very
furthermore, like, Nene said, okay, I'm not going to film with Portia, Portia wouldn't be on the show.
Right.
So it's like, she just was like, well, you know, Portia should go. And Nene can, I should say, at some point, be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, you know, I'm sorry if that comment hurt you. Like, but if that's what she thought, that's what she thought.
say.
That's all she should say.
Because
Just
she
leave
was
it there.
responding to a question.
But Portia also was not answering Nene's calls or texts. So
I could see Portia doing that, actually. I could see her being like, look, I'm doing my Destination show. I'm doing my AfterBuzz show. Like, I got time to
and
text
you were
back.
friends with Phaedra at the time, so you were not answering for Nene. Come
And
on.
at this point, it's like, okay, are we going to really go back tit for tat from all of last season?
No.
Like, where are we at now?
Yeah.
Let's you know, let's try to resolve it
Yeah.
and move on.
It's all about the approach. And when someone comes in wrong, it's like putting in the puzzle piece wrong. No matter which way you turn it, it's not going to fit. So if you just come in right, I feel like everything naturally does go to its place.
I think my point was just that Nene claims to be this great know-it-all, be-all, I'm older, wiser, whatever. I haven't seen you prove any of that.
Okay, well,
she's petty queen for sure.
Well, no, I don't know about that because Nene would have been snatched somebody's wig a long time ago. She was actually pretty calm,
Not on camera.
based on how she's been in the past. I feel
What'd
like
you say?
I said not on camera. She would have snatched the wig, but not on camera.
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with Erika. I do feel like Nene has been very, very tame, especially with all this stuff going on. I feel like she really is kind of just over it. But I could see some growth because old Nene would have just went buck wild.
Thank
all
you.
over
Oh,
again.
Nene would have been throwing bottles. You know, she has calmed down. She's gotten rid of some of her ratchetness. And she was rolling her eyes and making a few little funny faces.
And she got everything
But-
out already.
Yeah, and she didn't really go too crazy.
I guess
this
the other
episode.
person I have a problem with in the situation is all the other people who are at this tea who swear that they want some type of reconciliation, but y'all didn't try to mediate. Y'all didn't try
Well,
to
maybe
like.
they did and we just didn't see it. It's only a couple minutes. But I
Maybe.
do
I don't-
agree with that. They
Yeah.
should have been like, Portia, okay.
Shut up,
stop
Portia.
Yes.
We heard you for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Stop
Stop.
talking about
Right.
the tweets. That doesn't make a good friend. Come on, you should know better. Let's just take all the BS away and strip it down. You're hurt that she made the comment about you getting fired. You're hurt that she has been a convenient friend when it's convenient for her. Oh, you're mad at Portia. I mean, you're mad at Phaedra, so I'm gonna be cool with you. Or you weren't cool with me at the time. You were chummy with Phaedra, so you weren't responding to my texts like that. Like, just put everything away and like bring the 2 points why you guys are really upset with each other. Maybe they did try to do that, but it just did not work out.
But
it just did not work out.
some relationships worth like bringing back together? Like sometimes you just need to just wash your hands with someone.
I agree, but the way they keep talking about it, it makes it seem like it's this big relationship. So if it is, then like actually mediate. Actually, like, I just feel like it was a situation that was brought together for some drama, for some airtime for Marlo.
And it's just getting out of control because at
Yeah.
this point, it's not even about the fight anymore. Like, you said F you to me last episode.
Yeah.
You were trying to get up and fight me. So it's just gotten blown out of proportion, as it usually does with Housewives. But I really feel like this fight could have just been, like, squashed a long time ago.
Yeah, it
I
seems
agree.
pretty minute, to be honest.
I mean, I'm glad that they didn't play it. But how many times, like in the last 5 episodes, did we have to see Nene go, freaking fraud? Those are the 2 that I would get rid of.
Right.
Like,
Right.
can we not see that clip again?
Ever again.
Ever.
Money we're gonna see at the reunion.
And we circle back to the OLG, and they need a GM, so they bring in Aaron Buggs, who is very detailed and has done his research and was like, y'all got bad Yelp reviews.
Okay.
Let me tell you how to turn it around.
But they only had one candidate.
Yeah, and me and Erika looked at each other like, why isn't the old lady gang there? If y'all are saying he is gonna, like, his true testament is gonna be when he clashes with Mama Joyce, then bring her on board now. Let's get this over with.
Well, I just want to
Right.
throw out, I've lived in Atlanta, so I go back quite a bit, and I've been to Old Lady Gang quite a few times.
Wait,
and
what? Wait. You've been to the
there?
restaurant?
Yes, I thought I brought this up before.
No, you did
No,
not.
I
You
didn't.
did, Drew.
I'm sorry. I've been, well, we haven't
How was
really
the
talked-
food?
The food is all right.
Start from the beginning. You can't just be like,
Oh
I've
my
been
God.
there, and none of
When
us
you
know.
went
Sorry.
in, was there
So
a
I've
hostess?
been maybe
Come
3
on,
times,
Sheree.
tops.
Sheree with the accident.
I know.
Spill it.
I've
What
been-
Spill
happened?
the tea, girl.
I've been maybe 3 times top. I saw Candy there once. The other 2 times, I did not see Todd, Candy,
Kayla?
Old Lady Gang, no one.
Okay.
Okay,
How was the food?
The food was all right.
Were they dressed professionally?
No, it's a hot mess in there.
Oh,
like,
is
I
it?
understand. Like, I mean, like, it's an Atlanta
Pants hanging
restaurant.
out
It's
the
like
bums.
Atlanta running, grab food, like, on your lunch break. It's not like a, oh, I have to show you this. Like, this is the heart of Atlanta restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's not the restaurant I would ever think to take someone if I
we
wanted to
didn't
show
think
them.
it was going to be like Commander's
So
Palace.
is it
or
like
something.
Roscoe's or
It's like knockoff Roscoe's, yeah.
like
Oh,
what is
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Is it like
it's
Roscoe's?
one of those, it's one of those, like,
It's like Jones on 3rd
It's not
with
Jones.
chicken.
Jones on 3rd. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna
no,
try them like
I'm
that.
not fighting anyone for the communal seat. What is it like?
Yeah, Drew, come on.
You get seated and stuff like that. I would say it's
It
Roscoe's.
looks small up in there, honestly.
It looks
Yeah,
the
really
video
small.
looks tight.
It's very small. It's very packed because of the show. Like, you know, they have a lot of people
Do
coming
they
in.
have good peach lemonade?
Nothing was like nothing
How was their
like,
peach cobbler?
Nothing was amazing. Like I've
I've heard that actually.
nothing was
You've
amazing.
heard that nothing was amazing?
Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be shady or whatever.
I've heard that.
It
I'm
just
saying.
was not everything that they created to be on the show, and
right,
I
well.
was very bummed.
Okay, but they do have some very cute pictures on Instagram because they do follow them, and so you know they take good photos
You
of their
know,
candied yams.
I mean,
Just to let you
McDonald's
know
takes
that.
really
Thank
good
you,
pictures of their
Erica.
food too, but then when you eat it, it's whatever.
Whatever, girl. McDonald's fries are the bomb. I'm not
What was fries?
I'm not gonna
McDonald's.
co-sign
Let's
that.
not get into this. We got we got some foodies up in here.
We digress.
We got Chup Chup up here, and I will talk about McDonald's fries any day. So let's just not even go
But
there.
Old Lady Gang, prove us wrong. Bring us some food. We'll try it again. We'll give you a
send
new
us
review.
something.
Exactly.
Get some
Well,
uniforms.
y'all-
Peach cobbler, banana pudding, any of those things. that will
Well,
work.
let's just say, guys, you might want to be watching for the rest of the season because you never know who's going to pop up in the studio.
I know. Yeah, we might have some
Candy
special
Escape.
guests.
Escape is on tour right now here tonight.
You never know. We might have some fried chicken pop up from OLG.
That's a long way though.
Oh, well, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. You can put it in one of those insulator things and
Yeah.
ship it
Dry
over.
Yes. Yes.
You never know. But, the success of a restaurant really comes with the detailing and prepping and setting people up for success. So, from what I saw, it doesn't look like it's run totally 100% with the way that Candy wants, with the system in place, with something that runs every day the same way. That's how you run a restaurant. Everything has to be the same. It can't be different every day,
Shouldn't she have put that in place before she opened the
Well,
doors?
they already said from the beginning they've never owned a restaurant. They don't know what they're doing,
They
and
don't
they've
know what they're doing.
admitted that. So
But
clearly, that's
the
why
old
it's a
lady,
mess.
the old auntie and the mom, they know.
Okay, but
yeah.
they're old
Let's-
ladies.
Yeah.
How,
Let's give them a
but like,
break.
how high do we actually think they were in the restaurant industry? Like, were they like cooks or were they like?
Who knows?
I don't think they were like business owners. You know what I'm saying? I
But
think-
even if they weren't business owners, they probably worked there so many years. You know what I'm saying? They probably should have at least been managers, I would say, or at least been there long enough to know how to manage it.
yeah.
I don't know. It looks like
She needs to try
Don Juan doesn't
LinkedIn.
have that much faith.
Right. She needs to try LinkedIn and versus Craigslist to find talent.
Yeah.
Okay. Try
You
that.
heard it here.
Try that, Candy.
That is true.
So we move on to the PSA for Kenya. And before we get into that, let's just say it's an amazing time right now because I just saw Oprah talk on the Golden Globes.
Emotional.
I feel so inspired, and I just want to say that I fully support everybody and that I love women and I do believe in equality. And as a son of immigrants, as someone that is a homosexual American living in Los Angeles, going to public school in LA, I know what it's like to just be discriminated against or just not treated equally. So I do believe that the time is up and the time is here and we are hearing everybody and we support everybody and we love everyone. So we definitely want to continue this streak of just speaking out for the truth, speaking out for
Yes.
what's real,
Absolutely.
standing up for people that can't stand up for themselves and supporting those that are standing versus everybody. Because when these people stand up, everyone's looking at them like, why now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your agenda? Did that really happen? Like, how much of is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's too much. And I do feel like at this point, we just all need to support each other. It was beautiful to see these 6 women come together and talk about something that is going to make a difference. Whether it's aired nationally or not, when I was watching it, I loved it.
It touched
Hearing
me.
Shamia, hearing Cynthia's mom, I thought it was all great. Usually I can see when there's a little bit of fluff for this show and I kind of roll my eyes. But I really, really liked
This
the
is
ending
very
of this
Yeah,
episode.
it
What
was-
did you guys think about it?
It was very touching. I felt something inside of me by watching that and seeing them overcome it. It was very inspirational, and to see how Cynthia was raised to be the woman that she is, and seeing these women being able to speak out through the tears, it just was amazing.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was really touching. I would have liked to see actually Nene talk about what she went through as opposed to reading the lines. That was the only thing that I kind of was like, well, why wasn't Nene allowed to kind of tell her story? Because that would have been an interesting side to Nene that we haven't seen or that I wasn't actually even aware of. But yeah, it was really touching. Everybody seemed really authentic at the end. Everybody was kind of squashing their beefs. Although I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
because Nene brought up that she was in
that
a
she was
relationship.
abused.
Her first boyfriend.
Her older son. I forgot her,
Her
older
first
son.
son, her first
yeah, her
son,
first
yeah.
son. He was in the show. He's been in the show before a while
I
ago.
forgot his name.
Because he went to. Wasn't that the one who got arrested?
one
Anyway,
of 'em.
her first son.
Brent. No,
Brent. No.
That's the young
Brent
one.
and Bryce, right?
Bryce.
One of the two. And so I guess it was his father, and she was able to get out. So it seemed like there was actually a lot there that
we could have touched on.
that would have been a nice part of the PSA. Yeah, so I really liked it a lot, actually. I thought
For
it was
the
very
ones
touching.
that did open up, that's what we liked about it. Obviously,
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
everyone did.
I was actually not taken aback because I luckily have not been a victim of domestic violence, but I do know a lot of people in my life who have been a part of it or like been a victim to it, and I was not surprised, but just really sad to see how many women on the main cast were affected by it. So I was interested and I looked up some statistics about it, and Black women are actually the leading victims of domestic violence. 29.1% of Black women have had some sort of domestic violence before the age of 25, which is horrific. We're 35% higher than white women to be in a domestic violence situation, and 2.5 times higher than other races.
That's sad.
And that's from The Root, if you want to check sources. And that's heartbreaking. Like,
That's so sad.
that's literally like 3 out of 10 friends of yours have probably been in some type of situation like that.
But it's amazing that they had the self-esteem to actually walk away and not allow it, you know, and be strong for their kids. So, you know.
I think Kenya said something that was super important. Like, besides all the fighting, we love the shade, we love the jokes. You know, at the end of the day, these are 6 women, whether you like them or not, whether Nene is your favorite or Portia makes you laugh. At the end of the day, these are 6 powerful Black women on television. They're making a difference.
Yeah.
People look up to them. Whether you're at home annoyed with them about how they're acting or what they're saying at dinner, at the end of the day, they're role models and people look up to them. Maybe not for the right reasons, or maybe for the reasons that you might not think are correct, or, oh, it's just a reality television show. At the end of the day, they give out a certain message. And I really, really liked the message that is being presented now. The time is up. It is over.
Yeah.
We are going to stand by each other and support each other and always bring the truth out, and I love that. And it's time for everyone to be equal. Women, everybody, just bring it all together. So with that being said, we got some news and gossip for you guys.
Yes.
News and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So y'all already know how I feel about Peter or whatever, but the Shade Room reported that he has a new boo, and they are out and about, and I'm going to show you guys these pictures, and you all can let me know what you think. I think this looks like knockoff Cynthia.
With the stiff weave.
If I'm being
She's
500.
not that cute. I mean, like, the photo of them kissing is, like, nice, but the little prom post photo, I wasn't really
I just
feeling
don't like
it.
that Peter staring directly
At
into
the camera.
That
That
body
looks
language looks so
totally
off.
It's very like
totally set up. Like,
Come on,
oh my
Peter.
gosh, Peter, you're not even looking her, and your eyes aren't even closed, Peter. How real is this kiss? It just
and
looks so fake.
this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of in high school, my ex-boyfriend and I broke up, and he purposely was like, like I wasn't even paying attention, but anytime I'd look over, he would just like look at the nearest girl close to him and like try to show some type of affection, like look at me over here. I was like
I'm over
okay.
here.
Oh,
like-
Peter. I
He's like-
mean,
he's
you
like,
weren't
Cynthia,
looking
I
at
miss you.
You're not even looking at her,
Yeah.
Peter. That is so lame.
You
I'm
know what's
sorry.
interesting about
That
this
looks
photo
like
is that he's staring right at the camera.
Exactly. It
And
looks
the
crazy.
camera is pretty, like, it looks like it's pretty far away because they got most of their bodies.
Right.
But when they did the video of him touching that woman while he was married, the camera was 5
Right
feet
up close,
closer,
right?
And he didn't notice the camera.
Right.
I mean, come on.
I feel like he told the person to take this photo.
He's
Like, it
a
just looks
total attention whore.
It looks
Yeah, it
so
looks so
staged.
fake.
Listen,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
stop it.
sure she's a nice
And the
lady.
girl in the red in the back is laughing like, y'all are doing this?
She's like on the phone with Cynthia. Girl, he is thirsty. He is dusty.
And it was a little rumor that he may get a spinoff. Did you hear that?
No, are
I
you
think
serious?
I did hear that.
I
Oh,
heard that.
No,
I heard
that
that
better
too.
not be happening.
Who
making
wants to
us-
see Peter on TV?
I don't.
He's making
We
a
need
no.
girlfriend.
I mean, I don't like this photo, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little more of Uncle Ben. I'm not gonna even lie. He's funny.
I mean, what is he gonna bring? Like, what kind of show are we talking about here? Bar one?
It's gonna exactly. It's gonna be like Vanderpump Rules,
Oh
whatever, like the
my
Vanderpump show, but
gosh.
black people. I mean, how would that be?
I would only watch it, do for my own culture, if it was mad Jamaican. If we got like, if we saw more Jamaican Peter, because that's the only time I really like him is when he starts.
Jamaican Peter does not seem that authentic when it comes out, though. He,
I'm not gonna lie, it does seem a little fake.
it does.
I'm
He's like, in
it's
Atlanta,
like
like,
a Jamaican
I like
Americanized.
Listen,
I always like her. And then they're in Jamaican. He's like, lad, I can't even do the accent.
This is what you need to understand about Jamaicans, all right? We
from
can be
Jamaica.
mad American, we can be mad chill, but the second we're around other
Do the
Jamaicans,
accent.
Okay, I was about to
I'm
say,
not.
do
I
it.
can't do the accent because I'm too American.
I thought you'd be
When-
from Jamaica.
but I'm saying, like,
When
you start-
he's around other Jamaicans, he sounds fake and they sound Jamaican.
Thank you.
You start talking. You start. Listen,
Weird.
I don't like Peter cheater, but I will defend him on that. You simulate until you're around your own people, and then
Whatever.
you
He
show out a little
downgraded.
bit.
I'm just saying. He downgraded.
So, girls, do you have any news and gossip? Anything you want to add?
I have not heard too much. It's been kind of silent from what I've heard on the
Everyone's been
holidays,
enjoying
so.
their holidays.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, I will bring the scoop next week.
I
Yeah.
did see that Shamia actually like lost all of her luggage while she was on her honeymoon. But she, was like, I'm having a good time anyway. I don't really care. But
I would be naked on my honeymoon, so who cares?
that's what I'm saying. Like, how much did you pack?
Well, that is it for this episode. Next episode looks amazing.
Oh, yes. I can't
That little sit down between Kim and Nene.
Thank God. Kim, we need you, girl.
I know, we need some good drum up
We
in
need,
this.
I say this every week. Please bring back Sheree. Please, please,
You mean
please.
Sheree? Sheree is there.
Not Sheree. I mean,
Phaedra?
Phaedra.
No.
Why?
yes, whatever.
That show has
Phaedra
sailed.
back.
We don't need her.
She's a liar.
This is the first episode they didn't talk about Phaedra. I want me
I'm
some
so over
Phaedra.
Phaedra. She did
the most.
And actually, Phaedra made it clear a couple weeks ago. She said that
made
show
her
was
sick,
bad. Yeah,
whatever.
that show was
That's
bad
just what
for
you
my
say
health.
when TMZ asks you stuff.
I'm
But she
never
knows she
coming
wants
back.
to be back.
She said she's never going to come back.
She's coming. She's coming.
No.
She's gonna come back.
We're okay. Phaedra, it's fine. Go ahead and
Phaedra,
drive
you
back
need to
home.
go seek Jesus and calm down and reflect on your choices.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix
Fix it, Jesus.
Whatever, Phaedra. I got you, boo. I got you.
I don't know. I'm okay with more
not
Kim.
being there.
More
Give
Kim.
me Kim.
Yeah, I do want more
Can
Kim
we get some
back.
white
Kim and
women up in
Marlo.
here? I want to see
Kim.
Kim shake it
Yeah,
up.
Marlo
Yes.
can come in.
Marlo and Kim. I just want to see
Yeah.
Kim and Nene interact because when they do interact, it's almost better than Marlo and Nene.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
really got something.
Because they go
going.
back
They
so
do.
far.
When are we getting
Yeah.
Eva? She's
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to
when they
come
go
in
to
soon.
Spain or when they go
Yeah.
to Europe, I think for a
We should be
trip.
getting her
Well-
soon, so I'll be interested to see. Because I know
She's
apparently-
pregnant now, right?
Yeah,
So,
but also
yeah.
and engaged. Apparently, some stuff blew up on this trip, so I'm trying to see.
What's
Were
going
they
down?
trying to make her a housewife for a second?
She's supposedly.
She's supposed to be joining the cast, I thought, when they go to Europe.
Like
Yeah.
what
For a trip.
season? I don't know.
What is
If
the-
you guys know anything about this, leave some comments below.
Yeah, let
Yes,
us know
let
the
us
real
know.
scoop, dude.
Let us know. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I
babe?
just wanted to know what is the criteria, because why can't Marlo be a peach?
Well, I think she's been considered several times. I just think throughout the years, maybe she's done some things that didn't rub everybody the right way. So Andy was like, I don't know if I want to give her a full chance. But he has had her on enough to know she brings in good stuff, especially this season. She's
Yeah, I mean, I
really
think a
trying
lot
to
of it
earn that
has to
peach.
do with whether you're going to really be a draw and be able to have the audience really behind you.
she's smart.
And this is the first season where she's really had that. Like, she's had a couple of good arguments, but she hasn't really been that
But
strong of a
she's
player
smart. She's
before
like, y'all
now.
come argue at my house.
Yeah, so
Well,
I mean, I think
She should bring one of her boyfriends on.
We don't want to. They would eat them up alive.
Yes.
Anyways, what did you want
Oh,
to
I
add?
was just gonna say Kim still is pushing that Kenya's fired, so who knows? Maybe
Still?
Marlo will get that peach.
There
Yeah,
is rumors on Twitter that someone lost their
I
peach.
did. Yeah, there is rumors about that.
she's
so
still
maybe
pushing it.
So once
there's
again,
a
comment
new-
below. Let us know the scoop. Follow us
Yes.
on all the platforms.
Do
and let us
that,
know.
people. Let us know.
All right, guys, that is it for our Sunday night after show for AfterBuzz TV, the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. Thank you for joining us, and come back next Sunday night. Check us out. Send us a little tweet, a little DM. Let us know how we're doing. Give us a thumbs
Yeah,
up.
it goes
Yes.
down in the DM.
My name is Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian. Check out my website. Got some good stuff on there. Good stuff coming up, too. 2018's got it going on.
And what's up, guys? My name is Drew Jones. Make sure to check out the after show for The Shy. We just got started tonight, actually, so hop on that journey with us. And you can follow me on all the things on OK Drew J.
What's up, party people? I'm Erika Edwards. You can follow me everywhere at Erika D. Edwards. And also, I'm doing the after show for Black Mirror fans on Monday and Thursday this
I heard that
week. So,
show's good.
yeah, it's amazing. So, catch me there. Bye, you guys.
And I'm V Brown. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I like Instagram better. I'm sorry. Conversation piece. Holla at your girl. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.